Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Wealthy Mindset. It's yours truly, Money Making Mitch. And as usual, guys, this is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and research. So I bought another 25 shares yesterday, bringing my total to 15,395 shares. But why would I do that after NEO denies rumors of BYD acquisition? And after Macquarie, the analyst Macquarie downgrades NEO over order loss and weak guidance for the fourth quarter, they say. Also concerned about subsidies running out. You see, I've said it before in this channel more than once that it's a game that Wall Street plays. And once you learn the game, it's only then you're ready to make money. The analyst downgrades and beat down NEO all the time, even though we're outselling Xiaomi, Xpeng, but they don't go after those companies because I've said it before. NEO is the single biggest threat to oil companies and to gas stations and to the fossil fuel industry because we're selling back energy to the grid. And when we become profitable, they will not be able to hold us down anymore. This will be by 2026, meaning it could happen before 2026. It could happen by 2020, the end of 2025, or perhaps in early 2026. But when that happens, millionaires will be created. But this is the way the game is played. And they're pulling us down while their friends are buying, like Israel Englander bought millions of shares as he sold his Palantir. And I talked about that a couple of days ago in my video. This is why I understand, I see the business model and I understand it. I understand that battery swapping will probably become standard in the future, just like gas stations. I understand that as we continue to innovate, just as we've dominated the landscape with our high-end vehicles in China, we will dominate the low-end segment. But while all this is happening, Volkswagen workers proposes pay cut to prevent plant closure, and NEO will open our first battery swap station in Belgium in December. You heard that right. Does this sound like a company going out of business? Even when an analyst come and downgrade it, does this sound like when they downgrade it, you should sell or should you buy? That's the question. The question is, if you're getting it on a deal and you understand where this company is going, you should buy, like Money Making Mitch and most of my subscribers are doing. So, while Macquarie downgraded us, a lot of it was based on the subsidies running out, the government subsidies for people who want to trade in their cars, etc., etc. But guess what just happened? You can find this on electricvehicles.com. China's Ministry of Commerce plans to finalize its 2025 car trade-in follow-up policy 2025 in advance to stabilize market expectations and facilitate used vehicles transaction. This is why Money Making Mitch keep adding as well to UXIN, because China has the largest used car market in the world, and Emperor Lee invested heavily into UXIN, which is the leader in the online segment of used cars, just like Carvana is here in America. So I expect this company to grow at a massive rate in the future as well. In fact, they're doing their earnings call on Monday. But anyway, Song Yingji, an official with the Ministry's Department of Consumption Promotion, said on Thursday, China's vehicle sales in October totaled 3.5 million units in October, a 7% increase from a year earlier and up 8.7% sequentially. Now, to put that into perspective, here in America, we sell about 1.4 million EVs total for the year. New energy vehicles penetration rose to 46.8% last month. So this is why I've also, and I keep saying, and people don't get it in their head, we don't have to come to America to be a $1 trillion company. Tesla would have never became a profitable company if they stayed in America and did not go to China. Forget Europe, China. Because China is the most competitive market in the world, the biggest market for cars in the world, and the only way to be profitable is to be competitive in China, to steal the lion's share, which we're doing with the premium segment, and which we will do with the low-end segment as well, with our Envo, with our Firefly, with that 6 or 7 seater and that big 5 seater that's coming out next year. We will be profitable in China. And then we will go to the rest of the world, even if we don't come to America. I've said this to a friend I was speaking, and I don't want to go off topic too much, but I said the Orange Lion did well the last time he was in office. But he's coming into a White House that's totally different now, a world that's totally different, with BRICS nation that contains over half the world's population. So yes, we don't have to come into America to be a $1 trillion company. Remember that. Compared to 48.58% in September and 33.5% in October 2023. Speaking at the 2024 Auto Finance Industry Summit, Song noted that the ministry has so far received over 4 million subsidy applications. 4 million! 4 million subsidy applications for passenger vehicle trade-ins. This is where UXIN comes in as well, guys. Under a renewal program launched earlier this year, according to a report by Securities Times cited by Global Times. The subsidies are part of a broader national initiative announced in March aimed at boosting domestic auto consumption and supporting economic growth through equipment upgrades and trade-ins of consumer goods. And I don't know if you guys saw this, but I showed a clip in one of my past videos as well, where people all over Africa, Latin America, going to China for used cars, like, you know, these dealers. So this is where the used car market will also grow. Under the current program, consumers trading in an old car for a new energy vehicle are eligible for a 20,000 yuan, 2,781 subsidy, while those opting for a new fossil fuel powered car receive a 15,000 yuan incentive. The Shenzhen-based giant BYD achieved a new record in October by delivering over 500,000 NEVs, new energy vehicles. So, guys, we are still a company that's in our infancy. Like the CEO said, we went from a seedling to a sapling. Are you panicking whilst we're growing? You should panic if we're going into decline, but we're growing. And put Macquarie's fears to rest about the whole subsidy issue because the government is going to extend it. Now, will they come and revise that downgrade? No, they would not. Even knowing that China has now announced that they will continue with the subsidies for trade-ins, they will not revise that. This is the way the game is played. But you have to use your common sense and critical thinking if you want to make millions in the stock market. So I hope you guys found this video to be informational, inspirational, and motivational on a Friday morning. If so, guys, do not forget to hit that thumbs up because it takes a lot of time to do these videos and the editing. And if you haven't yet subscribed, you might want to think about doing so, because in this channel, we're waking up the middle class for the first time to get a major piece of the pie from the ground level as to how the game is played in Wall Street. And like 50 said, we get rich or we die trying, guys.